If you ever lose sight of Christmas, it can always be found in a few simple words. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 iconic Christmas movie quotes.
There's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is!
No, it's not.
We sing all the time!
No, it's not.
Especially when we make toys!
For this list, we're taking a look at lines from holiday films as well as a couple of TV specials that best encapsulate what Christmas is all about.
Ralphie, you be careful out there. Don't shoot your eye out.
She hadn't seen. She didn't know.
Number 10. Clark, That's the Gift That Keeps on Giving. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Clark Griswold's Christmas isn't exactly going as he hoped, but his annual bonus is sure to compensate for all the holiday drama. Instead of a check, however, Clark receives a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Clark is clearly on the verge of cracking, but before he loses his cool, Cousin Eddie chimes in with something that only he would say during such a tense moment.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
Eddie may not be the first person to use this phrase, but never has it been more hilariously timed. Instead of finding the silver lining, Eddie only further fuels the freak-out Clark is about to unleash. No matter how many times we rewatch it, this is the scene that keeps on giving.
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Number 9. It's Christmas Eve. Scrooged. If you're going to tell a modern version of A Christmas Carol with a comedic edge, who better than Bill Murray to play the ultimate humbug?
Expect the first one tomorrow at noon.
God, tomorrow's bad for me, Lou. As a matter of fact, the whole rest of the week is a washout. Ouch.
In true Charles Dickens fashion, the Scrooge-like Frank Cross learns the value of Christmas and humanity by the third act. In a passionate monologue, Cross discusses the miracle that's Christmas and how it inspires us all to be the best versions of ourselves.
It's Christmas Eve. It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer. We smile a little easier. We share a little more.
Cross also reminds viewers that this generosity doesn't need to be restricted to one time of the year, and that we should all strive to be kinder every day.
If you waste that miracle, you're gonna burn for it. I know what I'm talking about.
The speech strikes just the right balance of sincerity and Murray's signature wit, sounding as if it's surging out of a heart that's grown 3 sizes.
It's great. It's a good feeling. It's really better than I felt in a long time.
Number 8. You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. A Christmas Story. Young Ralphie only wants one thing for Christmas: a Red Ryder BB gun.
I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 2-inch range ball air rifle.
Alas, everywhere he turns, Ralphie gets the same response. It makes sense that his mother and teacher would have qualms about a BB gun, but the funniest usage of this line comes at a department store where even a sleazy mall Santa tells Ralphie that he'll shoot his eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
The reason that this quote resonates with so many is because we can all identify with Ralphie's disappointment.
Ho, ho, ho.
At some point during our youth, we were all told that a certain present was either too expensive, too rare, or in Ralphie's case, too dangerous. Of course, Ralphie actually gets his BB gun without losing an eye, although he does lose his glasses.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.
Number 7. Seeing is Believing. The Polar Express. Christmas is a spiritual time for many of us, but it's also a time of year when some people begin to question their faith. For one young boy who hops aboard the Polar Express, his belief in Santa has begun to dwindle. At the start of his Christmas Eve journey, the boy lives by the philosophy that seeing is believing, which is only enforced by a creepy hobo who lives on the train.
Seeing is believing. Am I right?
The train's conductor offers another perspective, however, suggesting that sometimes the most real things in the world are the things we can't see.
Sometimes the most real things in the world are the things we can't see.
It's an inspiring line that not only speaks to children questioning Santa's existence, but also anyone who's ever contemplated the existence of a higher power and the unknown.
One thing about trains, it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Number 6. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Upon depriving Whoville of its presents and decorations, the Grinch is convinced that he silenced the noisy nuisance that is Christmas for good. To his astonishment and confusion, though, the Who still spend Christmas morning singing, with or without gifts.
It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
In this moment, it finally occurs to the Grinch that Christmas doesn't come from the store. It's something much more meaningful that can never be taken away. If there's one thing Dr. Seuss was a master at, it was finding great wisdom in simplicity.
Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
That sums up this quote in a nutshell, which is both profound and easy enough for all ages to comprehend. If this line doesn't overflow your heart with warmth, you're even Grinchier than the Grinch himself.
And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Number 5. Christmas isn't just a day, it's a frame of mind. Miracle on 34th Street. You might not believe in Santa sitting down to watch this Christmas classic. Whenever actor Edmund Gwenn is on screen, however, you'll believe that there is a Santa. Gwenn not only nails Santa's holly jolly nature, but also the pride and insight that come with the job. Nowhere is this better exemplified than when Mr. Kringle explains to Doris that Christmas isn't just a moment a year.
Christmas is still Christmas.
Oh, Christmas isn't just a day. It's a frame of mind.
Sometimes people get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of the holiday that they forget Christmas isn't about commercialism. It's about spreading cheer, lending a helping hand, and believing in miracles. If only more people share this mentality, the spirit of Christmas could last year-round with no shortage of goodwill to go around.
Do you believe in Santa Claus, Tommy?
Sure I do.
Number 4. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Home Alone 2: Lost in New York. In the first Home Alone, Kevin is scarred for life after watching Angels with Filthy Souls, yet he still decides to pop in the sequel on his New York vacation. Angels with Even Filthier Souls has more of a Christmas theme to it, but that doesn't mean it skimps on the gunfire or Johnny's snarky remarks.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal isn't exactly a line you'd find on a Hallmark card. For those with a cynical sense of humor, though, this has become a popular line to break out during the holidays. Even Kevin can't help mimicking it as he gives the hotel staff the slip.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Whether meant to be taken as an insult or as an in-joke, we always grin whenever this line is repeated. Number 3. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. Elf. If you're feeling down during the holidays, there are 2 things that will immediately make you feel better: listening to Christmas music and watching Elf.
Uh-oh. Sounds like someone needs to sing a Christmas carol.
Buddy is full of so much Christmas cheer that it can't be contained.
Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God!
He just wants to share that cheer with the rest of the world, believing the best way to do so is through song.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
The skeptical Jovi doesn't see eye to eye with Buddy, especially after he actually starts singing in a store.
I'm singing! I'm in a store and I'm singing!
Slowly but surely, Buddy's Christmas cheer begins to rub off on Jovi, motivating her to sing an uplifting song during the film's climax.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why.
The tune spreads through the crowd like wildfire, demonstrating that music and Yuletide joy are truly cut from the same cloth.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Number 2. God Bless Us, Everyone, A Christmas Carol. Whether it's a modernized interpretation or a word-for-word adaptation of Charles Dickens' classic novella, there are a couple of lines you can expect to hear in almost any version of A Christmas Carol.
God bless us, everyone.
The most powerful line comes from Tiny Tim, who walks with a crutch, has little money, and may not have much time left on Earth. Nevertheless, he feels truly blessed sitting down to a small Christmas dinner with his family. During the holidays, it's easy to stress about the things we don't have. If Tiny Tim's optimism teaches us anything, though, it's that we should all be grateful for what we do have.
God bless us, everyone.
Who knows? Maybe that hope and kindness will reach someone else, influencing them to change their outlook on life.
God bless us, everyone.
Son of a nutcracker, every quote in Elf is iconic. Let's take a look at some other famous lines that get you in the holiday spirit before we look at the ultimate quote.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Put that down. Hello?
It's my favorite time of day. Driving you.
Eat.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas.
Whoever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat.
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les. Put that cookie down! Now!
I made my family disappear.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. It's a Wonderful Life. After contemplating whether or not the world would be better off without him, George Bailey comes to realize that he really had a wonderful life and it's not too late to make the most of it.
Get me back! I don't care what happens to me! Get me back to my wife and kids!
George never would have learned this valuable lesson without guardian angel Clarence, who's one good deed away from getting his wings. Returning to his family, George is surrounded by all the people he's helped over the years, who are ready to return the favor. As a bell rings, George's youngest daughter says that an angel has just gotten his wings.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
While Clarence isn't present, we imagine he's looking down on the Baileys and smiling. We guarantee you'll also be smiling as this Christmas classic closes out on this heartwarming note. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.